Welcome to the first series of this channel, where I'm trying to survive the iRacing rookie lobbies. First race is no other than the classic Mazda MX-5 on the Lime Rock Park track. Fuck! Going into the first qualifying lap, the plan was pretty simple. Brake as late as possible, but keep it safe so I could nail the exit out of these corners. Naturally, I'm pushing the car to the limits so the rear end gets a little bit unpredictable. So right here in this corner, I get a massive snap of oversteer. I try to catch it, but I overcorrected and went straight into the grass. And this is the end of the lap 1 for us. Moving into the final lap, the strategy here is just to survive. I just need a single lap to put the time on the board so we don't start in the back. I approach the chicane looking for a safe line through the curbs, but I misjudged the entry, take too much inside curb, and that's an invalid lap. We're starting from the back. With that amazing performance in the qualifying, we're starting way in the back. The goal for lap 1 is simple, I'm just trying to survive. I'm sticking strictly to the outside line here. I know everyone on the inside is going to be fighting for the space on cold tires, so I'm just going to hug the outside. As you can see, the green car is already out of the race. We sacrifice a bit of track position just to ensure that the car stays in one piece on the first lap. And as you can see, if we watch the red car ahead, on the apex touching a bit of grass and spinning out the next corner. We are setting into a rhythm here. The pack is tight, so I'm just trying to keep the tires cool and wait for an opportunity to happen. Going into the chicane, this is a major choke point. I keep it tidy, but watch the car ahead with the stripes. He pushes way too hard on the exit. He drops a wheel into the dirt and kills his exit speed. This is just the mistake I was waiting for. Heading into the final 3 corners, I'm pushing like crazy. I know this is an easy spot to overtake, so I'm looking for a better exit to set up an overtake on the main straight. I throw it into the last corner, but I get a massive understeer. I'm drifting wide into the grass. I avoid a crash by literally an inch, but look at the car ahead. Oh! Alright, and that's how we gain 2 positions into 1 corner. And now we are side by side into the turn 1. I could try to hang it around the outside, but the risk is too high this early on. I decide to play it smart, I lift, I back out of the move and let him have the position. Here we gain another one. Bye bye. But now I'm switching strategies. I stay right into his slipstream and I'm going to shadow him for the rest of the race until he makes a mistake. For the next few corners I'm just chasing him. I'm watching his line, looking for a weakness and noticing that he's struggling for the grip on the exit. And now I know I just need to get close enough for a chance to overtake. So watch the car ahead. He makes his move and snatches P3 on a late braking. That put him on the podium and I am sitting here in P5. You can see it happening right in front of us. Any chance we had at the podium is literally driving away. Following P4 here is killing my average lap time. I need to clear him immediately to have any shot at catching the leader. He gets a terrible exit out of the final corner. He's struggling for traction while I nailed mine. This is the run I needed. We are side by side and I left him just enough space so we don't crash, but not an inch more. It's all about who brakes first in this corner. Now going into the first corner, we brake later than him, side by side. And I missed the apex because of that braking, which almost made us lose the position back, but we keep it safe. And we chase the car number 7 for the podium position until the very last lap. I'm going to fast forward here because the middle stint was quiet. I just focus on hitting my goals and keeping the lap time consistent, no drama, no mistakes, just setting everything up for the final lap in case he makes any mistakes. And I'm happy I did that because he did make a mistake. We're approaching the chicane on the final lap and I'm honest with myself, I'm too far back to make a move here. And I'm thinking, okay, P4 is a good result, but then he opens the door, he goes defensive for no reason. I'm actually, he just gifted me the racing line. I don't even have to push, I just drive the normal line while he struggles to get the car turned. Okay, I don't know what happened. This race is the perfect example of why you never disconnect early. We started on the back of the grid, we made mistakes, we went off track. It would have been so easy just to quit 10 minutes ago, but if you stay in the fight and apply pressure, eventually people will crack and make mistakes. We keep our heads down and it paid off. Now here we go, starting the qualifying lap in the V. Momentum is everything, so I need to be ultra smooth. Heading into the big bend, I'm braking late, dropping to third gear and just letting the car roll. You can't be aggressive here or you lose all your speed. Now for the left-hander, it's tricky, because the tires are cold on the side, but I hook it up nicely, sitting up to the right-hander, nail the exit, that is crucial for the no-name straight. And now up the hill, this is scary in the V, because the suspension is made out of glass. I keep it planted, survive the crest and throw it into the west bend. Going out of the chicane, I get back on the power as fast as I can. You have to be really careful there, stay off the red curb on the exit or it kills all your speed. I keep it smooth to the short straight, and right as I hit west bend, I shift up into 4th gear to carry more momentum. Now for the last corner, don't lift. Keep it 100% flat out. It feels a little loose, but you need to trust the car to stick, so you can carry all the momentum down the main straight. And this makes a solid pole lap.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
It is not a good feeling when you're starting from pole position in rookie lobbies on iRacing. I had some wheel spin off the line, but it is a decent start. I am immediately staying in the middle of the track just in case the guy behind tries to do anything stupid into turn 1, but I had a better start, so we're keeping P1. And look at the guys behind me, they are already killing themselves with unnecessary moves. Moving forward to the first lap, you can see the pressure is starting to build up. The guys behind me are chasing hard for that first position. You can tell they definitely do not plan on finishing the race where they are now. Switching to the guys behind me point of view, we can actually see he had a much better exit than me at the chicane. He's already looking to make an overtake in the last corners, but I'm happy he decides to be patient because trying an overtake here doesn't really end well. He waits to get a perfect exit and uses the slipstream on the main straight to try and make a pass into turn 1. And now we're entering the main straight and he's already going side by side with me. At this point I decide to play safe. I don't want to fight, I mean there's no reason to fight too hard and crash this early in the race. So I just let him have the position, but it's fine, I will just stay in the draft and I'll try to do the exact same move on him next lap. I was happy that he did a clean overtake and I want to play with this guy, you know, I want to try and push him a bit. I didn't know if the guy behind was gonna be as clean when he tried to overtake, so I wanna escape, I wanna take P1 again. The plan is to stress him out, hoping that he will make a mistake and run wide if I keep applying this pressure. But little did I know, in this chicane right here, I somehow decided to downshift to 2nd gear, and that was a huge mistake. It killed all my momentum, which means I have a bad exit and now the car behind me is trying to attack me, which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. And I know for a fact I will lose another position on the straight if I don't manage to stay in the slipstream of the guy in front. And as you can see, he's already committed to the overtake. He goes to the right and put his nose in there just so I can see him in the mirrors. But I got lucky, the guy in P1 did not wave on the straight. I managed to take that slipstream at the last second. I brake a bit late to hold the position. I got a little wide on the entry, but we survived. We keep this position for one more lap. And right here, I don't know why did he brake this early. We almost made contact and ruined the entire race. But because he braked up this early, now I have better speed going into the chicane, which means I have a chance at overtaking him. And going into the chicane, I make the exact same mistake. I downshift to 2nd gear again, kill my exit speed, and that put me again in the same position as the last lap. I need to defend with my life, or I need to try to attack him. Entering the last corner, all of us had a good exit. Nobody made a mistake this time. I'm staying locked in the slipstream of the yellow car, just waiting for the right moment. I pull out and go for the overtake, but at the exact same time this guy behind me is going for the overtake on me, and now we are drag racing 3 wide into the first corner. I brake as late as possible and I'm trying to keep it safe, while these two behind me made a rookie mistake and by missing the braking zone they took each other out. I was looking behind at them and I actually went off track, but we keep it safe. And now all that I have to do is maintain this pace and not make any mistakes, and that is exactly what we did. I really wanted a longer battle with these two, but I'll take this win as it is. And now crossing the line for the final time, we achieve our first iRacing win. And with this win, we are promoted into the D class.